chair to the heat, let the smoke rise high. Leave the cat in the ash, we don't feed him to the lot. From the concrete roots to the charts and the fame. Talking out of pocket, then we're calling out your name. Fatal forward pressure, who's last one standing? OG's got the wisdom ways, keeping it demanding. From the ash pile facts to the dumbass of the week, with the voice of the culture every time that we speak. O's going red and the truth is a spark. We're the light in the game when the industry is dark. No filters, no face, just the raw and the lit. Welcome to the flames, it's a fire pit. Welcome in once again, gather around the flames, y'all. It's your man DJ Rob 45. Here with the Outlaws, my guy OG Tim Wilson, my brother Wayz. Ready for another fire pit. And this week, we're doing a border battle. Here in Minnesota, it's a football game, usually between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. But this week, it's Minnesota artists against Wisconsin artists in the Fatal Four. We taking a deep dive into some ash pile facts, some things that people didn't know, some tracks that I never heard that need to be talked about.
Okay. Well, I will say that between Minnesota and Wisconsin rappers, I only know one track. And that's
Okay.
all I'm gonna say. There's only one song that comes to mind, and I'm sure it'll be in there. But outside of that, we'll leave it alone. We're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a track too. I'm just hoping that I hear it. We'll see.
Yeah, King Trey.
King Trey did not make the cut this time.
Oh, this is not good.
From what I hear, though, he's on his comeback not so tour, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna get in touch with him, try to get him back on the fire, get him on the fire pit.
Yeah, redemption arc. I'm just saying, bro.
So yeah, ready to dig in his ass pile real quick.
I do not want to dig in that ash pile.
I'm not digging in your ash pile.
He digging in his ass.
Not digging in your ash.
Most people think that Twin Cities hip hop started with the Rhyme Sayers, a collective from South Minneapolis of mostly white guys that did some pretty good art. But the first verifiable rap record in Minnesota was the Twin City rap in 1985 by the Twin City Rappers. It was recorded in the same South Minneapolis studio called Moon Sound, where Prince learned how to use a multi-track recorder.
Oh, wow. Okay.
OG.
You want me to drop it?
Yep. Twin City Rap by the Twin Cities Rappers.
Minnesota. Minnesota, this is the state. I'ma tell you a story, and I know it's not too late. It's about the twin town and who stays there. I'm sure you heard a lot, but I know it wasn't clear. I got a little rap, and I know it's right, because I've been in the twin town all of my life. And you can bet your bottom dollar that I'll be there tonight. Twin town, twin town, twin town. You better stick around, twin town, twin town, twin town. New city of sound. It only seems right to start the rap with a guy named Prince, put the town on the map.
Okay, so I caught what they just did there. I caught what they did in that little part. There was a little takeoff from Prince's Erotic City.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, that was cool. I enjoyed that. That's some old school. Speaking of hip hop, speaking of, I'm sorry, I'm a quick plug for your boy. Um, Speaking of Minnesota hip hop, big ups to DJ Pat Boom, to DJ Booms. He won the DJ of the year for the Midwest here in Detroit. The ceremony was here in Detroit. The Midwest DJ Awards was here in Detroit, and he won DJ of the year for 2026 for the Midwest. So big ups to Pat Booms for that.
Yeah, shout out to Pat. Where was it? Oh, fact number 2. Prince had a label called Paisley Park.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually released the first ever rap album from Minnesota by a guy named T.C. Ellis. Prince even told him, you have to keep your North Minneapolis flow. Don't try to sound like New York. Keep your North Minneapolis flow. The song one of the songs they put out was called True Confessions in 1991. You want to go ahead and drop that, OG?
Yeah, this is how it goes for real. I ain't playing. You all. This here rap's about the true confession. If you listen close, you're about to learn a lesson. It's all about life, ways people live. When it's time to take and when it's time to give. You must know failure before success. Now this is the failure, I must confess. I was hanging on the line trying to deal with this. Playing the games, almost got dismissed. The game was the thing that I took on. And the where was the place that I was going. I must tell the truth, I cannot lie. I was headed for the kills, to destroy and die. True confession. So check it out for your protection. Confession. Confession. I'm about to rhyme in your direction. Confession. You listen close, you might make a connection. Now when the latest record makes a lot.
Yo. Okay. All right.
You can hear the heavy Prince influence on that.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure could.
And as we might find out a little later, you could definitely hear that North Minneapolis sound.
Okay. All right. Keep talking. Well, it wasn't no King Trey. I don't know why we're still talking, but it wasn't no King Trey. But it was cool. I don't know the North Minneapolis flow. I don't know, but I guess I'll learn it.
I really don't know what he meant by that either, but
well,
I can see it's different.
Sure.
It's different than a New York flow.
It is different than a New York flow.
Yeah, that flow was definitely different. It was cool though.
Yeah, shout out to T.C. Ellis for having the first ever rap album on the Paisley Park label.
That's dope.
It is dope.
Now, Milwaukee is starting to break out on TikTok for a version of hip hop they call low end.
Okay.
It emphasizes the snare on the third downbeat.
Okay.
So it's like a weird snare pattern that they kind of borrowed from New Orleans type bounce. So,
okay.
But
I'm interested. I would like to hear it, but I'm interested.
Right.
Oh, did I put? Yes, I did.
Go to 1, 2, 3, 4. Right.
Yep.
It was on that the snare instead of hitting on the 2, hits on the 3.
Yep.
That's kind of like a James Brown thing.
Right. So it actually evolved from the New Orleans bounce influences brought up north through the Great Migration. And when a lot of people moved from the south to the north for jobs.
Yeah.
And it's featured heavily by a group of thieves. The Kia Boys are always using the low end type beats.
Interesting.
So,
Kia boy.
yeah. I'm glad my kids never got into that type of shit. But last but not least, in the ash pile, we're gonna go R&B with this one.
Ooh.
This song haunts Wisconsin's and actually no, it's more than just this song because Buddy Holly died in Wisconsin, didn't he?
I don't know the answer.
Buddy
To
Holly
that.
and Richie Valens are plane crash in Wisconsin.
Okay, I don't know the answer. I'll take your word for it.
Right.
But this artist also died in a plane crash in Wisconsin. And I know this is one of all three of our favorite songs. Well, I know me and Joe's. But Otis Redding never got to hear the final mix of Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. He finished the song. He was flying into Madison for a gig at a club called The Factory, and his plane crashed 3 miles away from the runway.
Wow. I never knew that.
So one of the best songs ever, one of the greatest songs ever, and the artist never heard the final mix.
I would just like to point out as a Minnesotan, you notice how Wisconsin didn't have really any good news. It was doom and gloom. I'm just saying, round one to Minnesota.
I ain't no comment.
So that was this week's ash pile.
That is this week's ash hole.
I usually would do the dumbass of the week here, but we had a news story that popped up that needs to be talked about. Rapper Mystical has pleaded guilty to a rape charge and is now facing 20 years in prison.
That is extremely unfortunate, man. I mean, he did his time. He did his time for a sexual assault case in the past. He served his time and he got out, and it looked like he had an opportunity. He had linked up with Manny Fresh. I thought he was going to be okay, and I never did. He linked up with Manny, but while I was waiting for some music, I never got any. I don't know if he put something out that just didn't take off, or if they just never put anything out. But I never got that Mystical album. I was looking for some new Mystical music because I saw a video of him and Manny on the street, and he was flowing and he was fire. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh shit, he about to be back. And it never came to pass. And now the next time I hear his name, he's pleading guilty. He's about to head back to the joint.
Yeah.
Pleaded guilty for sexual assault again, for rape allegation.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Like my brother said, I guess he meant what he said when he said he came in with it in his hand. He said it. I guess he was keeping it real.
He said, if I ever get in a fight with a bear, help the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, this is one of them situations you didn't. It's a catch-22 because you want to wish him the best, but you don't want to wish him the best because of the crime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I wish he would have made better decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had taken coochie like his aspirin.
That brings us to this week's dumbass of the week.
Dumbass of the week.
And have you guys ever watched the show Rehab Addict?
No.
It's a show on HGTV where they rehab old houses.
Okay.
And the host of that show,
I love those
Curtis,
shows, by the way.
Yeah,
I've never
the
seen
shows are
that
cool.
I've never seen that particular one, but I love those shows where they rehab the old houses. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of them.
Actually, there was a show on one of the channels. It was about Beloit. It was kind of cool because I was seeing the old neighborhoods on TV. It was weird. But
Okay.
Nicole Curtis, the host of Rehab Addict,
Mm-hmm.
finds herself on the hot seat this week.
Uh-oh. What's she do?
She was rehabbing a house, and they caught this on tape. She was rehabbing a house,
Oh, I saw it.
and something happened that got screwed up, and she claims that she uses the words fart knocker and fart digger all the time. And she got them confused and combined them this time and said fart nigger on TV. Then she goes to Charlemagne. She goes on the Breakfast Club and tries to clear it up. And that was the excuse that she gave. She mistaken the words. She fused the words fart digger and fart knocker together. And came up with fart.
I know they dug into it, right?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. She also used the excuse. I used to live in Detroit. Like that's supposed to give her a pass.
That's just up there with I have a black friend.
Yes. Yes. That's what I say about that meme going around about Donald Trump with they show him with Ali and they show him with Jesse Jackson. And then they say, oh, see, he wasn't a racist until he started disagreeing with the Democrats. I said, no. I had a great response. I said, I was playing cards once and I had a full house. And nobody knew I had a full house until I laid my cards down. So we didn't call him a racist until he showed his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the moral of the story, bitch. Anyway, yeah, just because you know black people or you have a black friend, it doesn't absolve you. Now, I'm going to say, because you accidentally say the N-word, if you accidentally said it and you get dragged for it, I mean, that's the way of the world. That's the way of the country. So be it. It's unfortunate. I think it's unfortunate for her. I'm sure it was a mistake. It's probably, I don't know if her explanation was real or not. If it was, I feel bad for her. But unfortunately, that's the bed that white people made in this country.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I don't know. I think it is rough to have a word to be in a position where there's a word that if it slips out or you misspeak and accidentally say it, well, you're screwed. Because you accidentally said it when you meant to say something different and that came out, and you're screwed.
See, what gets me is the way she tried to explain it. To me, sounds a lot like when my kids accidentally swear in front of me and they try to cover their tracks. No, I said I had an itch. That is not the same words that you just used. Like, you do not get to start making up words. Fart digger. I'm sorry, but that's a made up word. That sounds like a preteen, young child coming up with an excuse to try to cover their tracks. That's what that sounds like to me as a parent.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, see, I've always been told if you say it, it's because it's on your mind. So there's that.
And that's again, that's because they have a word that they can't say even by accident.
Yep.
We say a lot of shit by accident. And it ain't because it's on our mind. It's because we was. I said J.R. Remick a little in the last show, and I meant
Yeah.
when I was referring to somebody completely different, because J.J. Redick was who I was trying to mention, and I said J.R. Remick. I ain't thought of J.R. Remick in a long time, but because I've got muscle memory of saying J.R. Remick because he's a local comedian that I used to work with a lot when I did comedy, and it was just the name that came to mind. J.J. Redick, J.R. Remick, it's the name that came to mind. If that would have been the black version of a white person saying nigga, I would have been screwed, and it would have been totally innocent, just totally by accident. I've no malicious intent, nothing at all. But I just happened to misspeak and said the wrong word, and I'm screwed. And it's too bad. It's too bad. It is. I think it's kind of messed up, but we don't have that. We don't have that word in our vocabulary that we can't accidentally say, and it screws up our life. But it's unfortunate. You know, it's unfortunate if it was just a mistake in judgment or just mistakenly came out, because you've got people like Rob that's going to say, nope, if you said it, you was thinking it, and that's, you know, that's all to it. And there's no out. There's no out for you, and I think it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know, I mean, it's the reality of our country, and it was brought on by your ancestors.
Yep.
The harsh their harsh usage of the word, and the vitriol behind the word, it's just got an ugly history. It's got a very ugly history, and it's got a very hateful history. That's just, you know, something that black folks can't part with.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's to become the most offensive word in the language.
Yeah.
But only when you say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to push back on that, because I don't think that's true. We say that it's only when you say it, and they say it more than anybody. They think it's only when they say it, but that's not true. Yeah, brothers will say nigga this, nigga that. Yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if a black man says to you with the hard ER, calls you, oh, shut up, nigger. Trust me, if depending on the context of what's happening, it's as offensive coming from a black person as it is from a white person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that. I've gotten to it with I've had an incident where I was called that by a black person in an offensive manner, and it felt just as bad, just as offensive then as it would have had it come from one of his white counterparts. So I push back a little bit from my own statement there, but I misspoke there. It's not just when y'all say it; it's just how it's said and when it's said. It is. The hard ER makes a big difference.
Yeah,
it makes a big difference.
Who was it? Eddie Griffin said, when you put that hard ER on there, it's like you're mad at me, you're growling at me, nigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true though, and it's not that gives you a pass to say it because you say it right, because it's still context.
Right.
You can't front on a brother like you about to pick a fight with somebody and call him good nigga. No, it ain't okay at that point. That's not a time for you to say it. Not when it's not. No, that's not a time to say it.
Nigga, what's up? That's how it's supposed to be used.
We don't expect you to just throw it out there, but if you accidentally say it, like I had a friend of mine who accidentally said it once.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about a basketball player, and he was like, "Man, that nigga's gone." And if you could see his face go, "Oops, I didn't mean to say that." He didn't mean to say it, and I caught it, but it was funny. But he said it right, and I knew it wasn't no vitriol. He wasn't referring to him as a nigga because he's black. He was saying it because he listens to a lot of rap music, and when we're not around, they say it to each other, right?
Yeah.
And they say it the right way.
Oh,
And he just kind of threw it out there, and I didn't take offense to it because it wasn't offensive in that context. So I'm not one that gets overblown about it.
Right. I mean, bro knows. We used to have a friend that was the same way. Sam. He would throw nigga out there like it was just a regular word every day.
I'll be honest, he never did it around me.
Oh man, he did it all the time.
Oh, every white person that's ever said it to me, I just let them know, hey, I don't say it because I don't say the word. I don't say nigga much after at all.
I don't.
I tell them, you
him.
never hear me say it. I expect you to never say it around me.
Yeah.
And I don't say it a lot around them, so I don't expect them to say it about me. I don't say it around them, and I don't expect them to say it to me.
Right.
That's not what I say to them. You know what I'm saying? Even though you hear it on a rap song, you might overhear me saying it to another black person, but you ain't never heard me say it to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect to hear it say it. I don't expect you to hear you say it to me. Now I heard that guy said it that one time by accident. I let it ride. I let it slide because I knew it was an accident. I knew there was no ill intent, and let's roll. Let's keep on living. You know what I'm saying? I let him live. I gave it a pass. Now it didn't become a habit, or I would have brought it up. Like, dude,
Right.
I ain't with you saying that shit to me all the like that. You know what I'm saying? I'd have brought it to a halt if it became a habit, if it just became a thing. But it never became a thing. I just ignored it. I didn't even acknowledge it and let him know it was okay. I didn't do that. I just ignored it like I played like I didn't hear it and let it go because it didn't offend me. It wasn't offensive. It was and I wasn't going to make a bigger deal out of it than it was.
Right.
You know, just because I could.
Right.
And that's what I think happens a lot. I think a lot of times we make a bigger deal out of it because we can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, it's not an easy battle to win if you got light skin.
You better shut your white mouth. I'm not kidding you.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
So, but Nicole Curtis has lost her rehab addict. So she no longer has a job. She's unemployed.
Damn.
Yeah.
She needs occupational rehab.
And she gets the worst trophy of them all this week. Because she is this week's dumbass of the week.
Yeah.
That brings us to my favorite part of the show.
I bet you didn't know that was going to be a rabbit hole, did you?
Right. That was not the rabbit hole I was expecting to fall into.
No, it really wasn't, but I'm here for it. I was good with it. This week in the Fatal 4, we have a tag team match. In one corner, we have two artists from Minnesota, Brother Ali and Atmosphere. And in the other corner, we have two artists from Wisconsin, Cuckoo Cal and Certified Trapper. This is going to be a hell of a Fatal 4.
Well, we gonna bring Minnesota out first. So I'm glad you mentioned who was who because I didn't know. So we gonna bring Minnesota out first, and with Atmosphere.
Ain't no way to explain or say how painful the hangover was today. In front of the toilet, hands and knees, trying to breathe in between the dry heaves. My baby made me some coffee, afraid that if I drink some, it's probably coming right back out me. Couple of Advil, relax and chill, at a standstill with how bad I feel think I need to smell fresh air. So I stepped out the back door and fell down the stairs. The sunlight hit me dead in the eye, like it's mad that I gave half the day to last night. A bad sight made me trip on my ass right into that patch of grass, like that's life. All of a sudden, I realized something. The weather is amazing, even the birds are bumping. Stood up and took a look and a breath, and there's that bike that I forgot that I possessed. Never really seen exercise as friendly, but I think something's telling me to ride that 2 speed. The brakes are broken, it's alright. The tires got air and the chain seems tight. Hopped on, it felt the summertime. It reminds me of one of them Moosab lines, like sunshine, sunshine is fine. I feel it in my skin, warming up my mind. Sometimes you gotta give in to it. I love the days when it shines. Somebody let it shine. Sunshine, sunshine.
All right, that is Atmosphere with Sunshine. All right, that was pretty dope. That was pretty dope. And here is Brother Ali with On Light.
You're not using your heart for what hearts are for. They've been trying to shut us down our whole life. I thank God for healing. You ain't gotta get me lit, I got my own life. Thank God for listening. Listen, you've been trying to build me up my whole life. I thank God for building. You ain't gotta get me lit, I got my own life. I thank God I'm living. Sometimes I feel like a stranger. Baby, I ain't from here. World going crazy. How could that be unclear? Know that I'm a soldier. Hearts on my battleground. Sword in the holster. Had to come back around. I ain't trying to hide away. I just had to meditate. I ain't got a lot to say. What the ancestors made. Speaking to the whole globe. Numbers don't occur to me. You can listen solo. Cause you're the whole world to me. I jump in with both feet. Nothing low key. You can find me where I'm supposed to be. Where my folks be. If you listen very closely, you know who chose me. Nothing that I own owns me. And so I'm so free. I remember being hungry, needing groceries, nighttime getting no sleep till my nose bleed. Got a message to the police. You're not using your heart for what hearts are for. They've been trying to shut us down our whole life. I thank God for healing. You ain't gotta get me lit. I got my
Yo, that is Brother Ali with On Light. And what happened to Rob 45?
He froze up and fell out, so I think this is a good time to pause.
Let's pause for the cause. We'll be right back with Wisconsin rappers. Yeah, we're back. That is the Minnesota rappers. The Minnesota vibe was dope. I was impressed. I was impressed with those. Different reasons. The second guy kind of remind me of B.O.B. Wait, what was his name? Wasn't that his name? B.O.B. That did the song with song with Bruno.
Yeah.
He kind of put me, Brother Ali kind of put me in that vibe. But that first one, what was their name? Atmosphere? That was fire. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. So Wisconsin, you got your work cut out for you. Let's see what you got. We're gonna roll first with a Certified Trapper. Skip the games.
That's hoe shit. Hey, head coming down on 4 grid. Gotta have fire if the head said back hard. Throw a couple G's on a broke beat. Talking down on me, that's how you get your hoe hit. Shooting across 27, bitch, I'm pulling up. Hey, yo, action keep calling, it ain't good enough. Yeah, I swipe that nigga head, I don't give a fuck. Put the switch on his eyes, now his eyes a stud. Throw some grits on that boy, make him bubble up. Niggas getting through zaps, know you niggas fucked up. In my head, put up cool cash, shoot nigga doing a bug.
All right, I ain't gonna even waste y'all time with this. That's trash.
I always knew there was something wrong with Wisconsin.
That was trash right there. I mean, was that little pork chop? That was not.
Oh man, they got the cheese wrap. That's
of the
cheese
three,
wrap.
that's the worst so far.
And that was one of those low end beats.
And of the 4, this is the only song that I knew. This is Cuckoo Cow, my projects. This is much more like it. I think you got to understand that Rob is from Minnesota, so he picked out 2 songs from Minnesota that's pretty decent, and
Well,
picked out that song, that trash ass song that just went off from Wisconsin. So
I did grow up in Wisconsin.
he cheating, but he's cheating.
I did
He
grow
I
up.
know they got something better than that, but let's say some Cuckoo Cow real quick.
Rob D's is better than that.
Cal, why'd you so lazy? You was supposed to win and go and pick that up for me 2 hours ago. Damn, you don't do nothing for me.
Dog, my projects is sweet, but if you ain't from where I'm from, like some dog don't come, or you getting dirty. Yeah, we cheating, dog, that's automatic. We greedy. Plus, we trying to beat the needy, dog, with all the cash. From the rich and give to the poor, we sell a few. Don't let us find a bacon higgity. Dog, we turn them into spaghettis with shorties off and biggities. So if you ain't from here or with my guys, don't even roll through, player, cause all the traffic getting minimized. Cries for help, cause you got to roll for a minute, then pass it to the car back. And once you get it down, then got your system and your dubs and want your grip now. Y'all better get it with respect, cause I pay to play for a day up in my project. My project stick in my projects. Everybody must brag. My project stick, don't come to my projects if you ain't with my clique.
Yeah, this definitely had a lean for the Minnesota thing, because even though he played my projects, which is fire, he played a version that don't get all the words out, got all these sound effects messing up the rap with all of that. I don't know. If
So we
I'd
go
have
get the
known that,
radio.
folks, I apologize. I'd have played. I got the full version of it. I'd have played my version so you could actually hear the song. But he played a good song that you can't hear and a bad song for Wisconsin. So Wisconsin, you got the shaft this week. The winner by far, it ain't even close. It's Minnesota, but you got robbed. You got robbed on this one. And when I say you got robbed, I mean you got robbed for 5. That was highway robbery. He picked out all 4 of these songs. I had nothing to do with it. Wisconsin, I don't know if you got. I know you got better than that certified trapper trash, and I know the Cuckoo Cow song sounds better than the one you just heard.
Yo,
Sounds better
certified trapper trash was way hard of a bar than it ever came out of that song.
Yes, right. Yeah, so Minnesota, congratulations, I guess. You won.
By default.
Okay. All right, so that's it for Creative 4. Minnesota stands supreme.
Yeah. Hey, anyone watching this, please, if you have some better rap from Wisconsin, drop some links down in the comments, please.
Please. Something better than that certified trapper. Cuckoo Cow is dope. Cuckoo Cow is dope. I know it came out a while ago. It's an old song, but it's still dope. I still fuck with it, but not that version. Not that version.
I remember the first time I heard that song.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he said he got some $12,000 drapes. What? Yeah, I like that song. I messed with that, but not that version. But I do like that song.
Yeah.
And that was like the super Rob 45 cheat version. That's what that was. So y'all got robbed, Wisconsin. Y'all got gypped. I ain't gonna front. Congratulations are in order, I guess.
Okay.
So that was like if you ever saw Rob 45 refereeing a Chicago Bears game.
Oh my God.
That's what that was right there.
Kickoff hasn't even started. You talk about some false start.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Like, damn, can we get through the national anthem?
You'd be calling stuff to Jonas like double dribble. Like, nigga, that's basketball.
He said traveling.
Traveling.
Oh, y'all got me crying over here.
Yeah, that's what that was. That's what that was. The guy has bias. He doesn't have an unbiased bone in his body.
All right. So that was this week Fatal 4.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Don't get me wrong. Brother Ali was going to be a hard out either way it went, but still, I was hoping for better competition.
I actually liked Atmosphere better than Brother Ali.
Yeah, Atmosphere, man.
That was Atmosphere was dope.
Atmosphere helped get me through some time.
That's the one that was a tough out.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been a fair. At least I would have preferred a fair fight. So
see,
that's your phony. That's your phony 4 for the week.
Me and Joe have talked about Atmosphere before on the show.
Yeah. Yes, you sure have. Yes, I remember that. I recall that. When I saw the name, I remembered hearing it.
That
was my first time actually hearing them.
Okay. That brings us to OG's favorite game on the Fire Pit. This week in hip hop history.
This week in hip hop history.
A few birthdays to get out of the way. DJ Premier was born March 21st, 1966.
Happy birthday, DJ Premier.
He just put out a banger with Nas, didn't
he? Yeah.
That was raw. That video was. Large Professor was born March 21st, 1973.
Large Professor.
Ms. Melody was born March 21st, 1969.
Rest in peace, Miss Melody.
Same day, Manny Fresh was born.
Manny Fresh, looking like somebody's auntie these days.
March 19th, 1973, Bun B of UGK was born.
Bun B, big ups to Bernard.
March 18th, 1970, Queen Latifah was born.
UNITY, unity.
And that's all for our birthdays.
Happy birthday to all of y'all. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
March 22nd, 2016, we bid farewell to Malik Taylor, better known as Phife Dawg of A Tribe Called Quest.
Phife Dawg.
Some say the best artist from Tribe Called Quest.
Some say, yes, indeed. When's the last time you heard a Funky Diabetic? I don't know, man.
Rest in peace to Phife Dawg.
5-footer.
On March 22nd, 2011, this artist released his third album.
2011, his third album?
Yep.
Drake.
No.
2011. 2011, third album. T.I.
No. And if I just let you guys keep guessing, you will still never get it.
Because we never heard of him.
Pharoah Monch released his third studio album.
You're right. I never would have got it.
We Are Renegades.
All right. Pharoah Monch. Yeah, I never would have got that.
Yeah.
March 22nd, 1994.
I didn't even know Pharoah Monch had 3 albums.
Me neither. March 22nd, 1994. The soundtrack for this film was released.
What day? What
March 22nd, 1994.
1994, the soundtrack for Menace to Society.
Nope.
Poetic Justice.
Above the Rim.
Oh, okay. That had that Above the Rim soundtrack was good.
Wayz was close.
Till I Die.
Wayz was close though. He did have a Pac reference, a Pac movie.
Yeah.
March 20th, 2007. This artist released his second solo album.
So he was in a group.
Mm-hmm.
2007, his second solo album. Bun B.
Nope. Wayz.
Andre 3000?
LP from Run the Jewels.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't
Released
have
his
guessed that.
second solo album, I'll Sleep When You're Dead.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that one.
Me neither, because I thought Run the Jewels was. I didn't know that was a group.
Yeah, Killer Mike and LP.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
March 19th, 1991. This female artist released her debut album.
What year?
1991.
Queen Latifah.
Nope.
She was in the 80s.
This is a debut album.
Yeah. I'm going to say Foxy.
Nope.
Damn.
I'm going to say Lil' Kim.
You can't mess with my yo-yo.
Oh, yo.
Released her debut album, Make Way for the Motherlode.
You know what, though? Album or not, she still only had one song.
Yeah. Yeah. March 18th, 1993. This group released a single. Widely considered one of the best hip-hop songs ever.
That would be Wu-Tang Clan, Protect Your Neck.
No.
Damn.
It'll be Black Sheep, this or that.
The Far Side.
The choice is yours.
Passing Me By.
Oh.
Damn.
You keep so passing me by.
In March 18th, 1983, this movie premiered. A hip-hop movie premiered.
Crush Groove. No, I'm sorry. Nope. Breaking.
Nope, not Breaking.
Oh, Beat Street.
Nope, not Beat Street. Where is it? Maybe you're gonna get a guess.
No, I wasn't even a cell.
he was still just a glimmer in my papa's eye.
In what year?
I wasn't even there yet.
1983.
83. It wasn't Beat Street. It wasn't Breaking, because Breaking was 84. No, Breaking was not 84. Breaking was before 84. Breaking might have been 84. And you're saying it wasn't Crush Groove. It was a hip-hop movie?
Yep.
That's the only three I could think of in that time frame. Beat
Wild
Street.
Style.
What was it?
Wild Style.
Yeah, I don't recall Wild Style. I kind of remember that being a name, but it wasn't a hit film.
Right.
It wasn't like Beat Street and
Or Breaking.
Or definitely not Crush Groove.
Right. March 18th, 1989, this artist released one of his most famous singles.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Nope.
Ice Cube.
Tone Loc released the single Funky Cold Medina.
His second most popular record.
I said one of his most popular.
Yeah.
So, but that's all I got this week for This Week in Hip Hop.
I have a question.
Okay.
I saw J. Rue the Damager post this question today. I got it right. And I saw a few people in the comments that got it right. I'm curious if either one of you would get it right.
Okay.
Who was the first hip hop group to put out a movie that was not a hip hop movie? Who were the first rappers to put out a movie?
The Fat Boys.
The Fat Boys is correct.
Orderlies.
The Disorderlies, that is.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. Fat Boys and Disorderlies is the correct answer.
Hey, that was one of the funniest movies ever. That was one of the funniest movies ever, though.
I won't say go that far, but it was funny.
With wasn't John Larroquette in that?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. And the old guy from Trading Places.
Oh,
The
yes.
old guy
Yeah.
from Trading Places.
Yeah. That was one of the old guys that had the bet. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's This Week in Hip Hop History for you.
It's This Week in Hip Hop History.
OG.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take us out.
Yo, we gonna go ahead and get up out of here like all of you that be all here talking at Schmack. No, we want to thank y'all for joining us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's the Bonfire Network. We want to thank you for joining us. We know that you could be anywhere watching anything and you came out and messed with us. So we want to thank y'all for joining us. And on that note, man, I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson. On behalf of the crew, this is the super producer DJ Rob 45 as your host. And of course, in the building is the graphic wizard Wayz. And I'm trying to find this. Oh, there it is. All right. And I'm trying to find my way around this folder, trying to find this folder. And on that note, congratulations to Minnesota. You got a fake win in the Fatal Four, the Fatal Four, and the Fake Four, and you beat Wisconsin. And I hope you're proud. We out of here like last year, y'all. Till next time, peace out. It's been the Fire Pit.
Stop what you're doing right now. You're not rocking with your boy DJ Rhyme 45. DJ Rhyme 45, we live, we on time, you know the vibe. I say every day we live, come have a hell of a time. DJ Rhyme 45, the Fire Pit is the vibe. I say every day we live, come have a hell of a time. DJ Rhyme 45, the Fire Pit is the vibe. I say every day we live, come have a hell of a time. DJ Rhyme 45, the Fire Pit is the vibe. I say every day we live, come have a hell of a time. DJ Rhyme 45, the Fire Pit is the vibe. Every day we live. Every day we live.
Oh, and in case I don't see
every day we live, come have a hell of a time.
What up, though?